I do believe. And the quality probably isn't going to be great, but I do believe we are live right now. So we are going to kick off some Rocket League. Yeah. So we are going to kick off some Rocket League. This is beautiful. Yeah. John, you can probably talk.
Like your face.
Oh,
perfect
shit.
way to usher in the new street. Yep, we're doing it right. We're doing
All
it
right,
fucking
go ahead,
right.
man. Send out the link to as many people as you can because we're fucking doing this. And you can set up a new match too. God, I'm so psyched.
I just launched it, but I took my battery pack out so I can do mass tagging. So
yeah, why don't I send you the link on Facebook so you actually know what to send to everyone.
All
right. I can't believe we're actually doing this. This is incredible.
Amazing.
And by the way, oh, never mind. I was gonna say I thought that we actually started on throwback, but we actually started on.
Oh my God, this is going so perfectly. Like the universe is allowing us to have something for once.
This is crazy.
I'm so excited that my enthusiasm spurred this on.
I am too.
And I've kept my enthusiasm, by the way. I just can't wait to get this mass tagging done so I can just finally unload, because I have a lot to say.
Dude, I can't believe we're fucking streaming live to Twitch right now. And we're going to actually get to play Rocket League in front of people. This is nuts.
All right. Yeah, we're still live, right? So I got to remember that, like...
Yeah, dude, we are 100% live. We're live, brother. We are live.
So I just got to remember, if there's anything I want to say to you, I just got to be mindful of it, because this is just getting some used to for me. It's like immersing in a whole new pool. It's cold
I'm sending links to people on
to
Facebook. I sent a message to the Lexman. I sent one to Abel. I sent one to Foster. I'm sending a link to people. So, hopefully we...
Yeah, dude. I am so sorry, by the way, guys, for anybody that's coming into the stream that it's taking me this long to do mass tagging. I just want to make sure that this is just done right.
John's out here being thorough.
Yeah, like, it took me a while to get to the initial tweets anyway. So, and I really just want to promote it as well as I can.
Yeah, man. I love it. I can't believe we're actually live on Twitch right now. This is awesome. First ever.
Do we have any
Did I tweet? I might have tweeted. I think I tweeted. Did I tweet? No, I guess not. I didn't tweet.
Guys, tweet, Facebook, gram it. TWitWoW has gone Twitch. TwitchWoW, am I right?
TwitchWoW, holy shit.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a thing now.
Yeah, it fucking is. We kept telling you guys, and some of you might have been like, yeah, that'll be the day TwitWoW we fucking did the damn thing. Who's laughing now? Alright, gonna send this link out.
Oh man, I'm psyched now. This is awesome.
This is amazing. Alright, gonna get my battery pack in, brother, and we can just chill and we can fucking talk about shit. So I guess here's the thing. You know that I'm hyped as hell. Gonna pick a team, by the way.
No, I wanna let people file in before we really get into this discussion.
Alright, let me oh wait, should I leave the match then, or do you want to play?
No, we can start playing a while. We can still start playing. People to really be able to kind of file in before we start getting into the really heavy wrestling talk, because this is not something that anybody expected, including us. This is completely improvisational. Nobody expected this, and you know, we can't be doing shit because there's not even anybody here right now. I guess Abel. I think I just saw Abel say something in chat.
This is how crazy this all was, guys, because like I really enjoyed, and again, I'm not going to get into specifics until we have more people here, but I really enjoyed the Firefly Funhouse segment, and I just felt like the general flow of Raw, like while it wasn't a spectacular Raw by any means, I just looked at Ashton and I'm like, you know, I think there was enough good stuff on here between Bray finally unveiling this character and Money in the Bank build. I said, do you want to do kind of like a quasi TWitWoW where we just talk about the good stuff? And he's like, oh, sure. And then it just kind of evolved into this. Like, this is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it was John's idea to talk about Raw tonight. It was my idea to do it on Twitch.
Yeah, exactly. Which, that's rare, guys, because, I mean, Ashton can tell you, given the volume of recordings that we do month to month, I'm not exactly going out of my way to, like, add content unless I know that it's really going to be, like, fun and engaging for everybody. But, you know, I was actually one that was like, oh, you know, so for me to have the enthusiasm, you know, that segment had to have some kind of an effect on me, which I look forward to talking about. We get enough people here, so nice goal there.
I saw Foster is in chat. We've got about 8 people here live right now. I know Abel's here. I know Foster's here. Everyone that's here, let yourself be known. Say something in chat. Make sure that we know you're here, because as of right now, the only people that we know are here are Foster and Abel. But we see there are 8 people here right now. So
absolutely.
But we're here to play Rocket League and talk Raw because we were gonna end up talking Raw whether it was in front of you guys or not, and I would just rather we were able to do it in front of you guys. But we also don't want to talk about the entire show. Like we don't want to do like a formal TWitWoW on this.
No,
because,
and
like the whole show was just okay. Like it really wasn't anything special, but there were a few things in the show that were like, damn, really cool.
And, like, I'll tell you, us playing Rocket League, like, while talking wrestling, I think will be perfect to keep up that informal nature, because you're not going to be hearing me say, no, for Heat of the Night or this and that. Like, no, that's for down-to-business recordings. For this, it's just two guys being chill and kind of just talking about what they just watched or what they've been thinking lately about the product. Yeah. And I'm really excited
and
about
it's really just, like, the gameplay is just there for you guys to have something to look at. If you want, you don't even have to look at it. You can still just kind of tab out and just listen to the audio. The audio should be similar, at least in quality, to our normal live streams on YouTube. Shouldn't be too bad. And, you know, this way you guys just have something to look at as well. And I should be able to download this video off of Twitch and upload it on YouTube as well. So that should be a way for us to also have this video available to watch forever on YouTube as well. So that's a
I'm really excited about the potentials of this, because to me, these types of videos share a greater affinity with like our 5 Fave 5 series. It's really just going to be more like hair down, fandom kind of thing. Still having critical points to make for sure, but it's going to be far more relaxed than the formal TWitWows that you guys have come to expect, I would imagine. So
yeah, exactly.
Really exciting.
And that's coming at you. Are you there? Yep.
I'm here, brother. I got you. I'm going to be on my best behavior a lot more now that we got people watching. So
yeah. So I mean, I guess we've got 9 people here now. I guess we can start talking about what you really wanted to talk about here, which was the Firefly Funhouse segment.
Here's the thing, bro. Obviously, I have a lot to say about it, but you know, like, I love bouncing off of other people and kind of feeding off of that. So in that spirit, I'd actually like you to go first to give your full thoughts on the Firefly Funhouse segment, because it's getting a variety of opinions from people on Twitter, and I'm just curious what you thought about the whole thing before I
loved it. I thought it was awesome. Like, it's funny because we actually had someone in the Discord being like, oh, it's like Brodus Clay all over again. But you kind of got this weird vibe even early on in the vignette that was like, something's off here. Like, the fact that they've got this legitimately scary sort of aesthetic going on with the buzzard and the creepy doll baby and all that stuff. Fuck. And then, you know, we've got like the total juxtaposition with like the Mr. Rogers vibe going on. You knew something was off. Like, you knew something was not what it was supposed to be. And then I think that, like, the chainsaw was, like, nail on the head. Like, yeah, no, this isn't for kids. And it really, more than anything, it reminded me of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, more than anything.
Yeah, when you said
you said that it reminded you of, like, Adult Swim shorts, like, unedited footage of a bear, and what was the other one? Too Many Cooks.
Too Many Cooks, you know, this house has people in it. Yeah, just the Adult Swim infomercials. But I feel like your comparison to Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and I love somebody that, like, quote tweeted my praise of Firefly Funhouse, and they said it was like Mr. Rogers meets Norman Bates.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, Bray Wyatt to me has been kind of the talk of the wrestling world, specifically WWE, for a while now, because it was like, where the fuck is he? How is he going to return? You know, I wildly conjectured that he was going to feud with Daniel Bryan and be the one to take the WWE title off him.
That was also kind of like a hope thing, too, though. Just because, you know, Bryan versus Bray was such a great match in the Rumble a few years ago, and we just want more of it.
Absolutely. But you know what, though? In hindsight, this might actually be even better. And now with a full-time Universal Champion, like, Bray could be the top heel on the fucking show. Like, I really...
Yeah, this is, like, a really interesting take on a character that's never really been done before, which is, like... I don't know. Like, I don't even know what I would describe it as. It's, like, a really dark character.
Yeah, and, like, I have so many questions, not even just, like, kayfabe-wise, like, on that superficial level, but also on more of a technical level. Like, how much input did Bray have in this gimmick?
Yes.
Like, is it something he's been sitting on for a while?
Yeah. That's what I was even wondering, too, because, like, to me, this is one of those gimmicks where, like, it looks really interesting and new and, to me, really awesome on the surface. But also, like, this is the type of gimmick that WWE could really super easily fuck up bad.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Which is why, to me, it's really important that Bray has a lot of creative control here. Because, like, him kind of having a vision, to me, is more important than anything. Because, like, if this is his sort of, you know, brainchild, and he's got a plan, and he knows what he wants to do with it, and he knows where he wants to go with it, I'm all in. I'm absolutely all in.
I mean, dude, like, here's the thing.
I can't believe we've already got a double-digit shutout going on in this first game. This has got to be a good omen.
Yeah, you guys are bringing us good fucking luck, man. But honestly, Ashton, the only downside to doing a more informal discussion, because I do plan, because I know you said Mark Schoeneman asked about this on Q&A, I do want to keep that question on the board, because I'll probably even have more to say after rewatching the segment a few times. Yeah. But going on just the first viewing and what's sticking out, I mean, dude, like, the things, oh god, there's so much I want to say about this. Fuck. Alright, where do I start? Again, one, I was fucking crazy about this. I feel like this is top heel potential on it.
Yes! Oh, baby! Did you see that, brother?
I did. Let's look at it again before I resume my Bray thoughts
here. This was mostly a flying goal, too. Holy shit.
Beautiful.
I just carried that baby into the goal. That was sick.
That was fantastic, dude. Great job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We're up to 13 live viewers, by the way. I'm going to do a little bit of a roll call. I'm going to pay mostly attention to chat between games because I'm not even trying to multitask like that. So we've got Abel, we've got Foster, we've got Cliff, we've got Javaris, we've got Jackie, we've got Wes, and I believe that's everyone that said anything in chat so far. So
awesome. And yeah, really glad to see all of you. I mean, even, Cliff and Jackie. That's so cool that Jackie was able to join us on Twitch. But yeah, with the Bray gimmick, so I feel like it has top heel potential. Going to pick a team. Right. I love the aesthetic. And then just kind of unpacking what I remember. I love the Buzzard, I forget the Buzzard's name. I know.
No, I don't remember any specific names, but the Buzzard and the doll were creepy as hell, and I loved it.
But here's the thing, dude. Like, Bray kind of dyed his hair like a bit blondish, I noticed.
Yes, and he's still got the dreads going on, too.
Yeah, he's got the dreads. He's got the Mr. Rogers sweater. But here are the two things that really stuck out to me. The gloves that he's wearing, probably in honor of Blackjack Mulligan, who I forget what relation he has.
That's I think that's his grandpa, I believe.
His grandpa. Yeah, so, like, he has the gloves, but on one it says hurt and the other says heal, and he covers his eyes with them. And that was really cool. And then he, like, revealed his face smiling almost like a thing of peekaboo. And then, of course, the chainsaw to the cardboard cutout of his old gimmick. Like,
yeah,
damn, dude.
Dude, like, I love that there are some performers that can keep us interested in them no matter what. Because, like, say what you will about the Bray Wyatt character, and it's probably still going to be, like, he's still probably going to be known as, like, he's still going to be called Bray Wyatt if I had to guess. But this is a complete character shift, and it almost, in a way, reminds me of Leo Kruger.
Yeah,
Just as far as the performers that are able to do different characters and do all of them with similar sort of effectiveness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I saw this. Because here's the thing. Bray has that interesting quality where despite his atrocious booking, like, people still care about him because they know his upside. So him being gone as long as he was, like I already said at the beginning of the stream when we started, like, unpacking this, there was going to be a swirl of questions. When is he coming back? What's going on? Is this a personal thing, you know, with his marriage, with JoJo, whatever? Or is this a professional thing? What's going to happen? And you've seen people that have kind of been in a similar position to Bray, like, ask for their walking papers. Like, oh, you know, if you're not going to use me, you know, I'm out, you know, whatever. And then to see him finally return, you know, with the lead up with these vignettes and everything, which some people even said, like, they reminded them of, like, those anti-smoking commercials, and they genuinely freaked them out. And then, excuse me, and then for Bray to return with the Firefly Funhouse, I think it was worth the wait. Like, I thought I was going to be cynical and be like, oh, this is what you're doing to them, it's fucking stupid. But, like, to quote you, because I know you said this, I believe, on our Discord, which all of you should join. We'll have links to that when this gets uploaded to YouTube. That you said you wanted more, and I'm right there with you. Like, I already can't wait for Firefly Funhouse next week.
Yeah, I was even going to say, like, to me, like, the most interesting thing is how little we actually know and how cool it already was without knowing much.
And here's the thing, like, I do want to say this, because I'm feeling very positive, which is one of the big reasons I want to do this as well. Like, I felt really good about that Raw with the good stuff that they did. But I do want to address a legitimate concern you had. this gimmick to me is fascinating, but it's also such a gambit because of the aesthetic and the style they're using in terms of presentation. It is so easy to have one cringe segment that just makes the whole thing lose credibility.
Yep.
So they've got to be really careful how they approach this, and that's why I would want Bray to have as much creative autonomy as possible to make this fucking shit work. Like, the moment, it's funny we mentioned, like, too many cooks. Well, the moment there are one too many chefs in the kitchen, that's when I'm going to start to worry. I think this just needs to be Bray's baby, and maybe consultation from Jeremy Borash, because I know he did a lot of, like, the broken Matt Hardy stuff. So I don't know.
I didn't even think about that, but that's a good little connection there. You're right.
Yeah, well, that's something I actually got from somebody when I was watching Raw on stream, and it made me think, well, maybe as like a creative advisement, sure, because maybe Bray would need to be reined in on some things, or have maybe one of his ideas enhanced somehow. But other than that,
Great job, dude.
Yes.
Great job.
Thank you, sir. Dude, focusing on a more fandom thing, though, and more conjecture, how slowly do we push this heel, and how quickly do we get him in a main event program with fucking Rollins? Because, like, I am so ready for Bray to take on the world again.
That was bad. That kickoff was not
I'm in goal, though. Great job, dude. So, like, how soon do we push this monster heel here? Like, and we don't even know if it's going to be a monster heel per se, but you get what I mean. Like, I don't know. I really can't wait to see what first program he has, because I'm already picturing him in a ring with Seth, like, doing these Firefly Funhouse segments, like, with his own cardboard cutout of Seth kind of antagonizing him, and oh my god. I don't know, the unveiling just left me feeling so inspired, but I just don't know where they go from here. So, guys, I mean, I'd love to know, because I obviously, with my hands full with this game, I can't look at chat like I normally would on YouTube. I'm curious what all of you in our chat specifically, because again, I've seen a wild variety of opinions.
I want you to watch this goal on replay, brother. I want you to see this. This is a pure fake out goal. Look at this.
Nicely done.
Look, I didn't know what to do about it. All right.
But yeah, I really want to know your guys' opinions on Firefly Funhouse. But yeah, I think that's all I can say for now. Like, I love the characters. I'm wondering if they're just going to be props maybe he brings to the ring, if they're going to become anthropomorphic at one point, which, I don't know. That, to me, seems like such a WWE thing to do to make it cringe, but we'll see. But
right,
yeah,
well, that's all that you really want to say about that. Let's move on to another talking point. What do you think about our next Mr. Money in the Bank, Robert Roode?
Oh, I mean, I hope he's not our next Mr. Money in the Bank, but after beating Ricochet tonight, because I was even the one that said in the Discord, great job, dude. I was even the one that said in the Discord, like, if he beats Ricochet in his first big singles match with this fucking Rick Rude light gimmick, the fucking mustache and everything, we need to start seriously talking about him as a contender for Money in the Bank. And you agreed with me on that. So that's why we're fucking here, because he, of course, had to beat Ricochet. God damn it. I hate it, but Roode is in his 40s, and he did have a decent heel run on NXT.
Yeah.
I think Raw is going to want to capitalize on that. I see him as being a very short-term main event player.
Yeah.
Like a brief flirtation with the main event, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's the perfect role for him, though, because we need more heels to kind of pad out Seth's reign.
I mean, for sure. The concern with that is how do you approach the concept of short term? Do you have him win Money in the Bank, wait a while to cash it in, then maybe only have like a 1 month Universal title reign?
Or maybe he just fails his cash in. Like, he kind of fits the profile of like the perfect failed cash in to me.
I mean, here's the thing, and it's not that Seth's the first babyface to say this, but it is always interesting when somebody says, I've been cashed in on before, I'm not going to let it happen to me again. And I could almost see them protecting Seth in that way. Like, he learned from being cashed in on the first time, and he was actually able to thwart this other cash in.
That'd be really nice, yeah. That'd be awesome.
I mean, yeah, I feel like, look, it's smart in one way if you can really get behind Roode, because so far, like that match, I feel like didn't get the strongest reaction from the crowd. And it's Ricochet, so that's always kind of concerning when you have a guy that exciting.
Ricochet seemed really over like last week. He seemed like he was really getting that good reaction. Great job.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And, to have Roode win, I mean, look, he's in the twilight of his career to me. Then again, I don't even know what the twilight is anymore when we see certain guys at certain ages, tearing the fucking house down. But
like Suzuki.
Like Suzuki. I don't know if he's got much left to give in that way, but I mean, he's still clearly giving stuff now. If they want to pull the trigger for a short-term push, yeah, I wouldn't mind like a brief program as like a bridge between But God, I keep remembering the Backlash got canceled, and they've only got the Saudi show, just as like a bridge between one pay-per-view and SummerSlam. And, you know, if they would want to do that, that's fine. But God, I even said I wanted Ricochet on SmackDown and Aleister on Raw split up, and
you got the opposite. How dare they?
God damn you, relationships. Fucking hell.
All right, chat. I'm seeing a name that I don't recognize, and that's Cobra Brandy 22. I'm curious. Are you from TWitWoW, or are you new to us on Twitch here? Are you from or Twitter or Discord or whatever? Or are you new to? Because that's definitely not a username. Aaron. What's up, Aaron? All right. I'm glad to know who you are now. Cool. All right.
Sweet.
You know, like Smackin' Hero Flex. That's Foster. Ice Princess Angel is Jackie. Youngblood 1992, that's Javaris. Cliff has his name in his name, so that's easy.
Yeah.
Spanky Toodles? I'm guessing that's got to be Paul, right? I don't know who Spanky Toodles is either, but
I think it is Paul. Spanky Toodles is Paul. Hi, Paul.
All right, let's get into another game.
All right, gonna pick a team. So yeah, man, if they push Roode, I mean, look. Obviously, I think everybody's favorite is still Drew, which I can't fucking believe. He's not going to Money in the Bank.
I'm sorry, but I'm just not buying into it. They are not willing to pull the trigger on Drew at all.
I can't believe how gun-shy they are, dude. Like, why? Why?
Because he has a funny accent, John.
Well, God damn it, why'd you even, like, make him believe he could be a top... Because they had to give him that belief, whatever they said to him, because he went all around, got better at his craft, cuts amazing promos, does amazing interviews for the company, and it's like, man, if you could only talk like me, then I would definitely make you a world champion. Like, the fucking, oh my god.
Oh, you know what, Javaris? What's really funny about that is, I actually read earlier, apparently it wasn't anything to do with Charlotte. Andrade and Zelina got brought over to SmackDown because Fox wanted them on SmackDown for better Latino representation. I love that.
I'm so excited, because if they really care about representation, that may mean that Andrade gets pushed.
Yes.
And, like, fuck yes.
And I mean, it already seems like he's in a program with the Intercontinental Champion, so that's, like, immediately better than what he was doing before.
And honestly, even though he should just get pushed by virtue of being Andrade, I will take whatever reason they want to fucking give. Just give me my fucking Andrade push and let him do the rest. So when I saw that, I was giddy as hell. I'm like, hell yeah.
Spanky Toodles is not Paul. He said he doesn't comment much, but John includes him in the tag. So I guess tagging people that ended up showing up.
Yeah, sometimes I tag people and they like pull me aside and they're like, "Hey, can you like unmask tag me because I just don't frequent that much or whatever?" And I totally respect that. But it's really cool that actually somebody that I tag all the time not only didn't get annoyed, but it was actually like, "All right, fine, I'll come to one of these and see what the fuss is about." Go. But, so really cool.
Just got robbed.
That happens in Rocket League a lot, folks. You'll definitely see that as we,
those of you that are not familiar with this game, we are playing bots, but we're playing all-star bots, so it's like the highest level of difficulty. And we're doing it because playing humans is bad for our mental health.
Yes. So,
and yet playing bots can still be pretty fucking infuriating sometimes, just not as.
So do you think... Because just in thinking about what we've been talking about here the last few minutes, you know, away from the Firefly Funhouse and more on Drew, do you feel like people like coloring Drew as a Money in the Bank favorite is more just like wishful thinking on their part?
It's like the new MVP is going to win Money in the Bank, or Christian is going to win Money in the Bank.
Yeah, like, because you know they have all the tools to do it, and they would absolutely be a believable winner. It's just, it's not going to happen.
I mean, hell, in Drew's case, he's even got tools that most people don't really think are important, but Vince does.
Right.
Did I just go like full robot voice right there?
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Because I had a lag spike on my end. That was definitely not something I usually experience, but streaming, you know.
Right. So I still like. Obviously, Andrade's my hopeful, and I've come out and said it's like a purely hopeful fandom campaign, like I do every year at Money in the Bank because it's my favorite pay-per-view. But as far as like a legitimate favorite, yeah, I gotta circle back around. Fucking Robert Roode. Fucking hell, Jesus. If he wins,
bastards.
If he wins with such a talented male field, I'm gonna be so dispirited. Like, I'll understand.
He's gonna get all the heat WWE wants him to get. Yep, that's what it's gonna be.
Yep, it's gonna fucking happen. But speaking of things, though, that Raw did give us that I was jazzed about, fucking Cesaro beating Cedric in an entertaining matchup that made Cedric look like, you know, he had a fucking obstacle to overcome and he just wasn't there yet. I hope they, like, have a series of matches ultimately with, like,
You know,
Cedric.
It was interesting, the way that they were kind of telling the story in the ring, I almost thought that Cedric was going to overcome. But, man,
yeah,
Cesaro was just too much of an obstacle for him.
Can I just say, too, I'm so happy they let him win a match with a fucking uppercut of his, because those uppercuts are legit as hell. Like, I could totally buy his uppercuts, and especially, like, the Swiss Death variation ending a match. So, like, him intercepting Cedric one of these and just immediately pinning him, not even following up with a neutralizer, I am totally cool with that. I thought that was great. So, yeah, Cesaro on Raw single star. They broke up the bar. The one big thing I wanted, even though I think in my mock shakeup I had Cesaro going to SmackDown. I don't care. They're broken up. It's over.
Cesaro finally gets a singles run.
Cesaro's free. And I just wonder, though, like, it's weird because, like, I get why he would be a heel, like, in some contexts, but, like, I just remember a few years back when he had his own Cesaro sections, and his own Cesaro section, he was wrestling out of his goddamn mind, you know, in matches against, like, John Cena and everything. I don't know, as in a tag team with Sheamus, I totally get being a heel. Now that he's back in singles...
Because Sheamus is, like, the uncheerable.
Yeah, exactly. But now that he's back in singles, I hope we slowly begin to transition him back to a babyface, and he just continues to fucking light arenas on fire by being fucking awesome. That's really what I want. But we'll see if it happens. I mean, Cedric was his first big singles win. Right now, the mid-card champion is Joe, who is a heel, who had an amazing promo tonight. God, I love him so much.
Joe's promo tonight was wonderful. He's so fucking good.
I just hate that he keeps getting owned at every fucking turn when it comes to the in-ring stuff. But I'll even say, too, man, the other...
God, who would have thought that from, like, a kayfabe perspective, 2019 Samoa Joe would be super similar to, like, 2013 Miz. Just because he cuts these amazing, great promos and makes everyone believe in him, and then he just loses and loses and loses.
Right. But you know what, dude? Here's the crazy thing. Of the two triple threats tonight, I actually feel like I preferred not the one with the workhorses in, like, Styles and Joe and Ray that just come from that whole journeyman kind of era and shit. I actually feel like I preferred the one with Miz, fucking Corbin, and Drew. Miz worked his ass off in that match as the babyface. That's gonna go. No. I can get back in time.
Yeah, plus I actually cut it off, too.
But yeah, I feel like Miz really worked his ass off in that match as, like, the sole babyface against two heels. And
yeah, he really did. He was a fucking workhorse. I love the alternating knees in the corners, man. It's so cool. I love that he took something that was originally meant to be, like, mocking Daniel Bryan, and then once Daniel Bryan actually came back, he made it his own. That's so cool.
Exactly. Yeah, dude,
such a
amazing
baby move.
And, yeah, speaking of those two triple threats, it's the only other worthwhile...
Oh shit, Dominic Adams is here. Hello.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. What's going on, man? Yeah, we got 9 people watching live, but we got a lot of people in our chat, apparently.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, Dominic Adams, that's such a good point. He said, man, because we're in the Reading upstage. He said, man, I wish this Bray would have been around during the feud with Roman in 2015 when he could have corrupted Roman's daughter with the Funhouse and such. That would have been fucking awesome. I mean, Roman still would have gone over because lulz, but yeah, that would have been amazing. That's a fucking great point there, Dominic Adams. Dominic Adams, if Andrade is back on SmackDown, I don't see him for Money in the Bank. I just see them putting him with Finn to open the show more than likely. Yeah, you're probably right, but a man can dream. You know I go down with my ships plenty of times. Yeah. So, when the actual field for Money in the Bank...
It's good to see everyone here.
Oh, dude, absolutely. I'm so stoked about this. Like, this just really encourages me with, like, what we're doing on Twitch, and I saw you readied up, and I will not be able to do the same because I ran out of time.
Underpass, yes! Guys! I don't mean to build it up unnecessarily, but this is our stage.
Let's hope so now that you put it out there. I'm going to pick
I know,
a team.
I'm so sorry, guys. I probably just cursed us. We're going to totally give up our first goal of the night on this stage tonight. It's inevitable. I'm sorry.
But yeah, the only other, like, really big thing, I mean, but rather than me just guiding, let me just ask you very quickly, is there anything else on Raw specifically that you were, like, jazzed about, or maybe just wanted to get off your chest otherwise, that you wanted to talk about?
Not really. Like, I honestly, like, I was kind of only half paying attention to Raw, so when you said, hey, do you want to do, like, a mini TWitWoW, I was, like, immediately just like, I don't really know how much I can contribute, because, like, the thing is, like, the stuff that I usually pay attention to really didn't pop off too much tonight, unfortunately.
Right.
Oh, brother, please fly. Yes! Yes!
You know
yes!
this stream...
Oh, no! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, God!
Dude, I need you to back me up here. I've already given all the saves I can.
I missed. I'm getting in goal. I'm in goal. Yes. Holy shit. What a sequence. What a sequence by John, everyone. And he's going to score too. Oh my God. Incredible.
That was the run of my fucking life, and no one can take that away from me. I did everything that run.
That was insanity.
Twitch and all of your fucking collective amazingness has blessed us, guys. Thank you. Thank you. That was not me. That was all you guys.
Almost consecutively. And not even almost. They were consecutive. Those were
And
consecutive.
one of them was flying. Like, you guys have got to understand, I suck ass at that.
He's not much of a flyer, yeah. He doesn't like flying too much. He's more of a Drew Gulak type, you know.
Safe and sound on the ground. Yep. But yeah, the one last thing then I wanted to talk to you about, just to kind of poke your brain in a more reactive way, because again, this is more of an informal setting. They pulled the trigger, dude. You thought it might happen, but I was like, nah. You know, they know what a big money match is for SummerSlam. They're fucking doing AJ Seth at Money in the Bank.
Yes, they
Holy shit, dude. Like, yes, you already know that, like, Money in the Bank is my favorite pay-per-view of the year, and with a Universal title match like that, plus the ladder matches, like, oh my God. I hope the ladder matches are at least have a good field.
They always deliver, dude, and now we're probably going to end up with Cesaro in one of them.
Oh, dude, if he won it. I may even just switch my campaign. Like, if I know Andrade isn't in the match and he's competing for the IC title instead, I will fucking switch to Cesaro for Money in the Bank. I am shameless. I will do it. Like,
are you more behind Cesaro than Drew?
Yeah, because, like, with Drew, the only reason I can't fully commit, dude, is because WWE is gun-shy, and if I know they're gun-shy, it takes a hell of a lot to convince them to be otherwise.
But how are they any less gun-shy on Cesaro?
Yeah, but, like, you know, more of an underdog, though, that's really put his time in with the tag teams, whereas Drew, I thought they were just going to give him the Rocket immediately, which, I mean, let's be real here, they totally should have, but, you know, it's just, I guess, more of an underdog thing with Cesaro at the end of the day, even though I still think that if Drew, again, gun shyness may make him an underdog sooner rather than later. Yeah. But the women's Money in the Bank, especially with the SmackDown women's division, oh my God, dude, that's going to own. I can't wait for this fucking pay-per-view. And again, this is what I like about, like, Twitch streams, because I can just, like, share my fucking fandom. We don't have to worry about, like, preview predictions and shit, because the card's barely set. But, yeah, dude, Seth and AJ at Money in the Bank. I know, was it Sean in our Discord, or was it Cheetah? Somebody wanted AJ to turn at the end of the show, and it didn't happen.
Oh, jeez.
And, like, I don't know, do you think they're just going to do a pure, like, babyface versus babyface match, or do you think they're going to try and make...
turn around.
Yeah, I got the second.
But yes, I do think it's just going to be babyface versus babyface. Maybe there'll be, maybe there'll be shenanigans, like, after the match is over, like, maybe AJ turns on Seth post-match to set up a rematch at, like, Backlash or Extreme Rules or whatever the hell the July pay-per-view is, but I really don't expect it to happen before then.
Right. Yeah, man, I'm just so excited for that Universal title match. See, and the only thing, though, and I gotta say this...
you know what, dude? Here's what I want to do. I want to, since you're talking about Money in the Bank, let's talk about Money in the Bank. Everyone in chat that's listening right now, let us know who your pick to win the men's Money in the Bank match is right now. Who do you got money on? Who's your favorite to win it?
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I'd like to get in the minds of our audience and see who their favorite is. Yeah, I'd be very curious
to know what everyone's thinking.
Oh, you know who I'm going to say my favorite is if you're fielding this to everybody? I'm still going to go with my boy fucking Sammy, who had another great promo tonight.
Yeah, he did.
I am fucking adoring Sammy, and him carrying around the Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh, my God.
Y'all can still hear us, right? I asked a little while ago, and nobody has responded yet.
Yeah, I hope. I hope there isn't, like, too much of a lag or whatever.
Oh, there we go. Aaron is saying Corbin, but he can't really commit to it.
Oh, well, no, wow.
Yeah, okay. That's a definite possibility. I could be hilarious if they gave it to him again.
The anti-draw and two-time Money in the Bank winner, Baron Corbin.
Foster says Andrade or Roode. He says his heart says Andrade, brain says Roode.
My heart says Andrade too, Foster. Look at us agreeing on stuff lately. Could me and Alex finally be on the same side?
Yes.
Nice job.
Is the correct answer to that question. Abel says Drew. Very interesting, Abel.
Abel sticking with Drew. Good for you, Abel, you handsome motherfucker.
I'm still hoping to hear from Javaris and Cliff and Jackie and whoever the hell else has been in here.
Yeah, Javaris is wealthy, so, like, his opinion actually has influence because he could just buy his reality if he wants to. So, whoever he says is winning Money in the Bank, I don't know. I'm keeping a close eye.
But in the meantime, do we have anything else as far as Raw goes that we might want to talk about here?
Not that, like, because we did say, like, a mini TWitWoW and only the things that interest us. So the things that mainly interested me, just to quickly recap, Firefly Funhouse was the fucking big one. I needed to talk about this with you tonight. Yeah. AJ becoming #1 contender, because that was, for me, unexpected, although to be fair, you called it. Cesaro winning his first singles match on Raw when I thought Cedric would get the upset, like, you know what a big Cesaro fan I am. He's definitely going to be making a Fave 5 in the future, which I'm very excited about. And, yeah, just the 2 triple threat matches were good. I thought the one with Miz in it was actually the better one, which I can't believe.
Yeah, because the other one had all the workhorses in it.
Yeah, exactly. And, yeah, Roode getting pushed, like, even though that wasn't something I enjoyed, I thought it was something, you know, worthy of talking about, because while we're talking about the field for Money in the Bank, you know, so... Yeah, I think that pretty much touched on everything, though, man. I'm good, personally.
Well, if we talked about all the stuff we loved, can I talk about what we hated, too?
Sure, man. What's on your mind?
Well, the entire women's angle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Like, the constant implication that Lacey is sucking her way to the top. And then, like, the whole, you know, Lacey kind of playing off what Ronda did and taking the man nickname literally.
Oh, yeah.
I hate everything about this angle, honestly. Like, literally everything.
Yeah, in fact, speaking of the women on the Raw side, since we're talking about it, I also didn't care for Billie Kay versus Naomi either, which was just a glorified Divas match.
Dude, I felt really bad for pretty much everyone involved there, because it got off to a bad start, because when Mike Rome was doing the announcing, he even made a botch. He was even like, you know, with her tag team partner, Peyton and Royce... Billie Kay! Like, he started saying Peyton like she was going to be the one wrestling.
Yeah.
And then the women cut their promo, the Iconics cut their promo, but again, there was no reaction whatsoever.
Yeah,
until we got to the line, the future is, then the crowd, like, there was maybe like 5% of the crowd said Iconic with them. And, like, it was really, really rough, man. I feel bad for them, because that was not a good reception at all. And, like, I really don't like to blame the performers on stuff like that, but when you see that crowd having gotten as rowdy as they've been for other acts, it's tough not to be like, okay, maybe the Iconics aren't working right now on Raw, at least.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. I wonder, because I know you and I are big fans of them, but I almost wonder if, like, and I'll speak for myself here on this point, but I almost wonder if I was blinded by that, and maybe, because we've talked about gimmicks before that just work for Full Sail, I never bothered to consider, though, if the Iconics were in that category.
Well, they weren't even really, like, a thing as much in Full Sail. Like, they hardly ever wrestled in tag team matches together. They were mostly singles competitors. Like, they were still together all the time, but they were still, like, as far as, like, in the ring at least, there were very few matches with both of them involved.
Yeah, I just don't really care, like, for their booking. Like, I'm happy they're champions, and of course, like, when Kyrie's team beat their team on Tuesday, of course I'm going to be happy, because my fandom trumps any critical thought process I might have, you know, and I don't apologize for it. But looking at it more detached, you know, and I feel bad for Naomi, too, because it's not like I want her to do the job. But, like, Jesus Christ, that was such a quick match. Like, to not even have Billie seem formidable against Naomi.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I guess
just
that,
really
like,
sad
anytime something like that happens, I always just kind of write it off as, like, oh, well, that's because, like, she's a tag team specialist, and her power increases tenfold when she's with her partner.
I just worry when... Because, like, I see your point, I do, but I think...
No, really what I'm saying, though, is, like, that's how I write it off, but it's still kind of silly to think that someone who is that easy to beat in singles can kick out of literally anything in even a tag team match, you know?
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
Dude, that
And like,
sick.
you did amazing there, dude. Because like my thing is, I see your point, and I see also your more serious point about like the absurdity of it all. I just don't like though when the labor is put on us to commit to these rationalizations because the writing is just so weak. Like, I don't want to have to protect Billy's character, just like I didn't want to.
And even a commentary would have been
back
like, "Oh well, you know, they're tag competitors, and Alicia Fox has been a singles competitor all her life. She's kind of a lone fox, I guess you could say." That would have helped. That would have made me feel better about it. But they just don't give a shit.
Right. Yeah, man. And see, here's the thing. For the integrity of the women's tag team championships, I don't mind the Iconics getting their win back over Asuka and Kairi, because Asuka's eaten so many pins at this point on the main roster. You know, what's one more? And plus, you know that my vested interest in Kairi is as a singles competitor. I want her as SmackDown Women's Champion. I didn't sign up for this tag team stuff. I think it's fun for the short term, but like that's not my vision. So if Iconics need to get their win back,
that ain't it.
And that's going to be a no from me, Chief. But yeah. And I thought that would go in, but it's going to be slightly off, isn't it? God damn it!
But that's in.
Great job, friend. Look at you doing things. Don't you feel important?
Oh yeah, now that you say it.
But yeah, man, I really feel like Raw's women's division took an L tonight, and I'm hoping that SmackDown.
Yeah, and you know what? Abel even makes a really good point in chat. Abel said in chat that Becky Alicia should have been the squash, and Billy Naomi should have gotten more time.
Oh, dude, yes, because I mean, I like Alicia. I had to deal with a few like hardcore Alicia Fox fans when I was defending Sasha Banks, which I don't know why we all can't support each other, but I digress. But like that match wasn't the best, and like there were, like,
I don't think Fox even tapped out. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not going to go full like Montreal Screwjob with it. Like they're not going to make a storyline out of it, but it was pretty clear to me that while Becky had her locked in, she was not tapping out. Like there was no way. So like the referee called for the bell early. I wonder if like there was something going on, if like one of them got injured, or if there was something weird going on. Like I don't know, man. No.
Yeah, dude.
No. We will not give up our first point right now. We will not. I say no. Oh shit. Okay, that's
it's gonna be high.
Oh, great job, dude. Yes.
Just wanted to get it away. It's not gonna be like a conversion or anything.
Here's the thing. Boop. That's a setup right there, and that's in. Oh, you shit!
You guys will experience that a lot as well. The confidence followed immediately.
It's happened so much less tonight. I feel like chats are good luck right now.
I know, right? Look at you blessing us. You know what? It's probably just the collective amazingness right now, just all going around. But
or maybe I have whatever the opposite of performance anxiety is, and I perform better in front of a crowd.
Listen to you. Ooh. But I really do, just to kind of circle back around to a point that I had made earlier, I feel like Raw's women's division took a major L tonight, and I really, because I've been saying this to you, I said it on Twitter, and it's not just because of the Kairi, and people know that, because they also know that I'm a big Ember fan. I still believe in the potential of the Bayley character when handled properly. Like, SmackDown's women's division is a genuine fucking selling point for the product.
Yes.
Like... And
yeah, honestly, like, I think that what has me most excited about tomorrow night is the potential for the beginnings of an Ember Moon versus Becky Lynch feud, which started already on Twitter.
Dude, yes.
That's
like,
it would be really cool. Like, I know that WWE isn't really known for their like attention to details and like storytelling prowess, but it would be really cool if Becky's challengers were literally in order of who came out to interrupt her last week. Like, it would be Ember first, then it would be Bayley, right? That was who came out second, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Then it would be one of the two members of Fire and Desire, obviously not both of them, and then finally it would be Kairi.
Yes. And dude, that's the thing, like, you mentioned Fire and Desire, even SmackDown...
Oh no, actually, it was the Iconics came out then, too. They were in there, too.
Right. Like, you mentioned Fire and Desire. I even feel like the SmackDown Women's Division, the undercard, is also pretty solid. Because, yeah, there are acts I don't like Mandy Rose, but I feel like Sonya Deville still has potential. Like, I'm not writing her off by any means. Her spear that she did, I believe it was to Ember, was sick in that tag match. Like, it was
that tag match was really fun. I should go back and watch that.
It was a genuinely good-looking spear. Freaking Liv Morgan is
on
really
yeah, that's exciting. Liv on SmackDown has definitely got me hyped.
And I read somewhere that WWE might have big plans for her, which, I mean, hell, this would probably be the happiest that I would see, like, a blonde woman getting pushed. Because, like, Liv does genuinely have an upside. Oh, damn. Oh.
That might... No, that's wide right.
But, yeah, like... And I know Aaron is a big supporter of Liv. He's even doing the hashtag SmackDown Liv.
Liv, yes.
So, yeah, so...
Oh! Robbed! I was robbed, John.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of support going there for Liv. Like, yeah, there's just so much. And then, of course, my big thing, the thing that I'm fucking fighting tooth and nail for, at least on social media, and I'll probably get my first Kyrie tee this year. I've just got to take care of a few other, impending financial responsibilities first. But Kyrie Mania. I really want her to get her crowning moment at WrestleMania 36 this next year. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I've never been more invested in women's wrestling in the WWE, and especially now too. Speaking of that, like, fuck it, I'm gonna pick a team. With Io getting her NXT singles push, like, women's wrestling in WWE, at least specifically NXT and SmackDown, Raw could get it together, but it's gonna.
Do you think Io is gonna be the challenger in San Jose, or do you think they're gonna kind of hold off with her and wait until Toronto to have her challenge for the title?
I think they're gonna hold off for Toronto because they know, like, Canadian wrestling fans are fucking passionate as hell and they're crazy. So, like, they're gonna want to give Io
an American crowd, so Io can cut a fucking promo in front of them without getting chants out the ass.
Exactly. Yes. Fuck you, Full Sail. But I still haven't forgiven them. I still haven't forgiven that small pocket of a Full Sail crowd chanting Pearl Harbor at Kyrie that one time.
Yeah, was that a Full Sail crowd though, or was that a house show crowd?
That was a Full Sail crowd because I even remember.
I could have sworn that was a house show.
No, that was Full Sail because I even remember the episode that it happened on. And I could like faintly hear it again. It wasn't the whole crowd; it was a small pocket. But then Kyrie was. Yeah, but then Kyrie responded with a tweet of, like, people from all walks of life. I know, right? Like, Kyrie turned heel. Yeah, you mean literally turn her heel. The fuck are you talking about? Evil and Kyrie. But yeah, like, Kyrie Mania is the big thing.
That'd be funny, though, if it turned out, like, low-key, she's actually dating Evil.
Oh, my God. What? No.
Yes! Wait.
Oh, and I knew to follow up too. Was that a good enough hit? Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna get back in goal.
There we go.
Okay. That was the most nerve-wracking all night so far.
And it's a goal. Holy shit! Look at us.
Way to fucking convert, friend.
But yeah, I agree with you for sure. Especially SmackDown. Like, the Raw Women's Division is kind of a mess right now, mostly thanks to the fact that the challenger's Lacey Evans. But, dude, it could be worse. You might want to get in gold, boo, by the way. They're coming. Nope, never mind. I got it.
Well, I am back in gold, so. But anyway, because, yeah, that's the difficulty of, like, both juggling the game and keeping my wrestling thoughts coherent at the same time. I think the Raw division could easily be rehabilitated, dude. And for me, it comes down to like, 4 main ingredients. Fucking Becky as the champion, check. I would have Sasha come back to the table as a heel. So, kind of floating in the air, but I'm guessing she'll be back.
You were in the Discord when that article saying basically, like, Ronda probably isn't coming back to WWE at all got posted, right?
Yeah, and hallelujah to that, my friend.
Yeah, like, I was even saying, like, that's got me... It might even be a bad thing, because now my hopes are way up for the women's matches at WrestleMania 36, because I want you to get what you want as far as Charlotte-Kyrie goes, with Kyrie winning the title off Charlotte. And now my dream match is an NXT TakeOver Unstoppable rematch, Sasha versus Becky. That's my
dude. Give it to us. Give it to all of us.
Like fucking SpongeBob when he's trying to, convince himself that he can be okay without water. And then he's just like, I don't need it. I need it!
Yeah, that's me. That's me to those fucking women's matches, because no lie, if you gave me both of those women's matches, that already, I don't care what the rest of the card is, that's a big selling point to me for WrestleMania 36. Yes. Like, I would buy back my network subscription just to, like, support that we got a card like that. Full stop. I fucking...
You got this?
Oh, just missed it. Just fucking missed it. God damn it. Alright, gonna get back to goal. But yeah, man, like, that women's card. So yeah, my 4 main ingredients. Becky is champion. We've got it. Sasha to come back to the table and to be presented on Raw as a heel, possible. I'm not gonna rule it out.
Yeah, the heel thing is really like where the question, because if she does get portrayed as a heel, then we're all in on WrestleMania 36, her versus Becky for sure.
And then I really say this too, and it's kind of interchangeable, I guess. Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan, because I'm guessing they'll stick together.
That's you.
All right. I got it. I'm guessing they'll stick together in the interim, but I don't think it'll be long before they go back on
Sarah to join Rowe and Hanson and be a part of the Viking Raiders.
And then, and seeing as how they're heels right now, which I genuinely do not understand, she could be a heel, I guess, in the short term, and Ruby could maybe be a baby face.
I don't think the WWE is going to turn Ruby face anytime soon. She's super sweet and super lovable, but I think WWE is too superficial, and they're going to be like, oh, someone with that look can't be likable.
Yeah, when will they fucking learn?
Probably never. As long as Vince is alive, never. Triple H, I think, is going to be a lot more open to that, but Triple H is also prone to playing favorites, so I don't know. Because
there's also been the fans that have, challenged the dominant WWE aesthetics for so many years. Like the big movements that we've done. Great job, dude.
Look at this replay. Oh, it went over everyone. That was amazing. All right.
Beautiful. But, the fans en masse have, challenged the dominant aesthetics of top stars or those that get pushes. And again, I even mentioned this in my big Kairi Sane thread on my Twitter that Bryan didn't fit the mold by any means. Kofi didn't fit the mold for a very different reason. WWE's well-documented racism and stereotypical.
Well, dude, and even past the racism for sure, but even just the size thing too. He was breaking that mold too, because Kofi, from a Vince McMahon perspective, even if Kofi was white, he did not look like a main event player at all.
Right. And then Becky, because, even though we've always thought, she has a great look and stuff like that, she wasn't a chosen one by the company. It was going to be all Charlotte, and then the rest of you get whatever's left. And, for us to be fuck that, she should, be in the conversation. She should be in the main event, et cetera, et cetera. Again, it just shows, great job, dude. We've gone out, and we've challenged the dominant aesthetic. So,
hey,
for them to,
Mark is here. Mark Soneman's here.
Nice, Mark. Showed up just in time while I'm being a Mark right now. But, me and you and everybody kind of standing for Ruby, it just kind of frustrates me that WWE still hasn't learned. I'm not saying, oh, yes! I'm not saying, Ruby's the greatest thing ever, but, I really wish they would give her a fair chance, either as a babyface or as a heel, because I think her in-ring work, she's one of the more understated in-ring workers on the roster, because everybody always talks about how great Sasha is and stuff like that, and they're not wrong. Let me just make that perfectly clear. But I feel like Ruby is really good in-ring. I definitely agree with you that she's a sweetheart and she has that likability factor, and I like that she comes from kind of that, I guess you could call it punk culture.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's funny though, because she's clearly got the punk thing going on, but Vince would be like, oh, what's this goth girl doing?
The last time I associated with a punk, he walked out on my company, damn it.
Never again, god damn it. You think I'll make the same mistake twice, pal? You better think again.
Oh god, and God knows with Viking Raiders, it's I don't know, pushing somebody with the name Riot could send the wrong message.
Let's rename her to Ruby Rave.
Yeah, and honestly, I'd be cool with it. Unironically, if that would get her pushed, Ruby Rave, I could dig that.
Oh god! But then she would start dressing in bright colors and having noisemakers and shit, the Lucha House Party, and that's going in, brother. Look at it's gonna be wide right. Damn, I really thought that was gonna go in at first. I just had a weird angle on it. Oh, you asshole.
And no, but still a 15-0 game on Twitch. Holy shit!
Look at us. We haven't given up a goal all night, by the way.
Yeah, documented for posterity. You guys are fucking awesome. Is there anything else you want to talk about, though?
Well, we have been getting some messages. Someone earlier mentioned how good the Usos revival promo was. That was really fun. That was Foster. So I thought that was really good. The Usos still just killing it, even on Monday Night Raw. Jackie said about how we shouldn't take one dead crowd as like a done deal. Maybe
Right.
to think about other crowds, and I agree. Like maybe next week the crowd will be a little bit more receptive to booing the Iconics as they try to heal it up. Aaron just said Liv is great. I hope she get pushed. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Oh God, Dana Brooke beat Ruby Riott on main event. What the fuck, man?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, Foster's changing his Money in the Bank pick from Roode to Elias. Oh man.
Oh, dude, I know somebody that'll love that prediction.
I'm surprised you didn't hear her, dude. She's over here. She went, ooh.
Amazing. Right on fucking cue. Yeah, man. Elias would be great. I'd love that. I see that they uploaded Firefly Funhouse to YouTube, so I cannot wait to rewatch that 50 times and do my own mental fucking video essay on it, in my head. I see that you messaged everyone in the Discord. You're all about to have your minds blown because we're doing Twitch now. And we've held steady at 9 live viewers. Really appreciate it, guys. Do you want to get into one more game or what? 'Cause we've been on a hot streak.
Fitzmagic Era in chat. Is that you, Ella?
What if they're right, though? How amazing would that be?
Yeah, I'm wondering because I know Ella's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, so I don't know. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about Buddy Murphy. But that would be amazing for him to win Money in the Bank. That'd be crazy. That'd be amazing.
Oh, dude. Oh,
it is Ella. I knew it was Ella. John, did you just drop your headphones?
I did, but they're back on my face.
Yes.
So we're good now. But yeah.
So do we want to continue playing, or are we ready to call it here?
I think we're ready to call it. We got a 15-0 game, and dude, we can leave saying our first Twitch recording we didn't give up a single goal. I don't want to look that gift horse in the mouth at all.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. The first ever TWitWoW live stream on Twitch. We played, I don't know, 8 games maybe? 7, 8 games, somewhere around there. I have no clue. I wasn't keeping track, but we didn't give up a single goal all night. I think we only had one game where we didn't reach double-digit goals, so that was exciting. This was legitimately one of our best nights playing Rocket League ever, and we did it while talking to you all about what we thought about Raw tonight. So I would label tonight a massive success. How about you, brother?
Oh, dude, absolutely. Thank you guys so much, all of you, for coming out. You're fucking awesome. I'm curious what the YouTube reaction will be to this, too, when this gets uploaded.
Yeah.
And I feel like we went live for what, just shy of an hour?
Yeah.
So
it was,
not a bad
it was around
touch
an hour, somewhere around there, give or take a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. The conversation in chat was fucking amazing. This is the energy I live for. And again, this feels validating for me, guys, because I was the one initially that wanted to even talk about this show. And Ashton, being the wonderful person he is, completely indulged me. So thank you guys for vindicating me and that this wasn't a complete bust. And yeah, I don't know when we'll do Rocket League wrestling discussion again. I don't know if this is something that you can formally schedule.
This might start to become a little bit more of a frequent occurrence.
Yeah, I'm definitely open to it.
By the way, Mark, I do want you to know this video will be available to watch on demand on Twitch for 2 weeks. It's 14 days that they keep it up. So you should be able to go back and watch it here if you want to, because I do have that option checked off in my profile.
Nice. So, guys, I mean, look at us. You got this recording for Monday. We're still going to do SmackDown live reactions tomorrow. Yeah, TWitWoW, man. We're still going strong. Yep. Thank you so much. So much, guys. You're amazing. That's all for me. So I'm going to, I guess, mute my mic or whatever. I don't know how that works.
I mean, you don't have to, man. The thing is, we don't really have to do, a formal outro here. Just... everyone that's here, I guess we can probably put some information on my profile page so that people know where to find us. But other than that, what are you going to do? There's no video to like. There are no, comments to leave. I mean,
there is no bell to ring.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't even know if it's possible for people to subscribe yet, because I think we have to be Twitch partners for people to be able to subscribe to the channel. So for right now, you can just follow the channel, and, that way you'll be able to... I think you can also turn on that bell icon. I don't even know if there's a bell icon here, but I think you can turn on notifications so that you know.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
So that's a thing too. But other than that, though, I don't really know what to say. So I'm just gonna call it. Abel, we might have to talk then about how to save the video forever, because I was under the impression that you were only able to do that once you were a Twitch partner. But I don't think we're ever going to reach that. And if we do, it'll blow my fucking mind. So,
yeah.
Enjoyed our Rocket League playing and the discussion that we had here about Raw tonight. And, of course, we will see you all tomorrow night for SmackDown live reactions over on YouTube. And then, of course, you know, Wednesday we've got NXT live reactions, and then Thursday is a big old triple header. We're going live at 3, and we'll probably be live almost completely through until like midnight, because we're doing TWitWoW Patreon request for the Chiefin, live reacting to an over-the-top wrestling show at 3, and then we're doing our Q&A at 6. And then as soon as we're done with our Q&A, we're going live to react to the first round of the NFL draft on Thursday. So very excited for Thursday. I've actually been compiling my draft rankings over the last few days and really just kind of setting them in stone, making sure that I'm happy with how they're looking. I have gotten up to linebackers. I completed my linebacker rankings today. The only positions that I have left to do are cornerback and safeties. So it's pretty exciting. We will see you all tomorrow, though. But of course, in order for that to happen, you're going to have to go back over to YouTube and stay tuned.